Hey guys, it's Tuesday and I'm filming in my floor lounge. Because my roommate is sleeping. This week's theme is snack foods. You have to tell us about your favorite snack food and then eat it on camera while you're telling us something. My favorite snack food changes, but currently it's beef sticks and they're really, really delicious. I've also decided there's going to be another part of the theme besides the snack food. And so this week, everybody except Susan has to take 2 minutes of Susan's video from last week and make up the audio for it. I'll have the first 2 minutes, Lena will have the next 2, then Anna will have the next 2, and then Sarah, and then James. And that'll take the whole video. And I just want you to say what you think Susan was saying at the time. So here's mine.
Hey 730s. I'm sitting here and eating chocolate because I think that chocolate is the most wonderful food in the world. And I'm also drinking Tropicana apple juice because I think that Tropicana apple juice and chocolate mix really well. And they just make me feel so bubbly and wonderful. And I've kind of been having a down week, so chocolate is definitely the way to go. Plus, I wanted to get a jump start on next week's theme about snack foods. And I decided that I would show you this week how I like to eat chocolate. And then maybe next week I could talk about something else instead. And also I haven't forgotten that we have a theme for this week and that it's top 10 lists. And I printed out this paper and it's covered with words that you can't see, but it actually says that it's the top 10 anatomy facts from whatever. And it's really cool. And I learned a lot of really, really neat things about the human body. And I just was fascinated by all of these wonderful, amazing things that people can do. So I wanted to share them with you. And so if you just want to listen, I can tell you about the amazing facts and all the wonderful things that I've done this week. I also wanted to say that I love you all. And I'm pretty excited to see your faces. Anyway, one of the things that I wanted to talk about before I get started on these facts is how hard it was to print this stuff out. You don't even understand. My printer wouldn't work, and then I couldn't find paper, and then after I couldn't find paper, I couldn't find a stapler to staple the paper together so that I could have all 10 facts, and it was just a big mess. But finally I got it done, and so I'm ready to tell you guys about the facts. So here we go. And fact number 10 is that the human body... So I hope that you enjoyed my little bit of what I thought Susan said, and I can't wait to hear what the rest of you guys come up with.
I finally completed my challenge, which was to watch the pilot and final episode of a TV show and then make up the story in between. And the show I chose to watch was Get Smart, which is a 60s TV show, 60s or 70s. And it's about this spy whose name is Smart. He's Agent, 87 or something. I don't know, I only watched 2 episodes of the show. He's just a really ridiculous spy, and they are trying to fight this agency called Chaos. And in the first episode, he meets Mr. Big, who is the midget, of course, boss of Chaos, one of the bosses of Chaos. And in the final episode, he gets hypnotized by this Chinese guy with a ridiculously long beard called the Whip, because he can use his beard and whip people with it, which is completely ridiculous. So what happens in between the moment where he and this agent named 99, who is a chick, fight the midget Mr. Big, and the point where he and Agent 99, who is his wife, fight the Whip guy, here's what happens. The first thing that happens is that he upgrades the phone in his shoe for an actual cell phone. Also, Agent 99 dies, but they make a new chick Agent 99, and he decides to marry her. The other thing that happens is obviously the midget gains power again, and he uses a ray gun to make himself grow into a big Chinese man, and then he grows a big long beard that he can use to whip people with. And it's actually been his life's goal. When he was little, he used to grow out his little mustache and try and hit people with it. Also, chaos reigned supreme in there for a little while, you know, probably like 2 seasons. There were 5 seasons of the show, so probably for 2 seasons, chaos was like the best, and Smart was actually working for the other side. And he's not really as stupid as he seems. He messes up on purpose because he's really working for chaos. But in the end, he gets changed back to the side of good, and he marries Agent 99, and they have a wonderful wedding, but they never have any children because they're too busy solving missions. And then they fight Mr. Big, who is turned into the Whip Man, and that's how the story ends. At least that's how my version ends. I apologize in advance if I roll James, but my challenge is that in your next video, you have to be wearing ridiculous amounts of makeup. We're talking like clown hooker style. That's a 4. So that means, Susan, in one of your next 2 videos, I hope to see you in ridiculous amounts of makeup. And Lena, I will see your face and your snack tomorrow.